Hello, everyone. Okay, how's everyone doing? Give me a thumbs up. I see some people are muted. Perfect. Let me see here. I'm Jenna, first of all. I'm our marketing and communications director. So I'm going to be kind of queuing everything up and we're going to give it just another minute or two. I think there's maybe like four people that we're waiting on still. So if everyone just wants to hang tight, that'd be great. I think many of you guys know Harper already. On my screen, she's in the top left. I'm not sure where she's showing up for you guys, but she's in a green sweater. Okay, we've got one more joining in here. Okay, let me just do a quick count. Okay, I think we are still waiting on one more. But let's just go ahead and get started, Harper, if you're good. So thank you guys for joining us. I think many of you guys know Harper already. She was so excited to do this. Her and I, we were just brainstorming what kind of content can we put together that'll help our guests. Obviously, we're all in this together and all trying to figure out how to keep up with our skincare and our wellness routines. And so many of you guys submitted questions in advance, which is fantastic. Harper did some homework and pulled together some answers on those. And so I just really want to turn it over to Harper to kind of take things from here and teach us a thing or two.
Thanks, Jenna. Hi, everybody. Um, I'm really super excited that you guys were able to join today. I miss seeing all of my clients. It's driving me crazy. Um, I think this is a really unique time and a really good time for us to really take the opportunity to take a step back from our busy lives and really focus on ourselves and our skin. So I'm really excited that you guys were able to give me some really good questions, some just basic tips and tricks are going to be able to really help with a lot of these concerns. But the resounding feedback that I got from most of the clients who submitted questions was about stress acne. I mean, right now we are also stressed. Most of us are, we're not working. We're struggling to figure out what tomorrow brings us, and our skin is extremely temperamental. So any type of stress is really going to manifest itself on our faces. So, me speaking from what I've been going through, I'm not able to see my clients. I'm not able to have those daily interactions. And a lot of you guys know me. That's how I thrive. So being home and being quarantined has really affected me, not just in my skin, but internally too. So that's translated to some skin breakouts for me. Stress, eating like garbage. I don't know if you guys have been like Netflixing a lot, but not thinking about, you know, taking care of your skin and making it a priority is what's causing us to have those issues. So, like for example, hormones. One of the questions that I got was about post baby breakouts, and I think that was from Jill. Is Jill on? Is she? Hi, Jill. I can't see you. I miss you. Your baby's beautiful. Congratulations. One of my longtime clients, Jill Burnworth, who's on. She just had a beautiful baby boy. Jill, I wanted to really research your question because not only you're so important to me as a client and as a friend, but I hear that a lot with clients, especially after you've had a baby. Hormones are crazy throughout the pregnancy, tons of estrogen, tons of progesterone. Some clients, their skin is the best it's ever been. And I see that with hair too. Like some clients who have, really thick hair during their pregnancy, it gets thin because of the change of the hormones. One of the things that can happen after you have a baby is your body has made all of this estrogen, all of this progesterone to, help to take care of the baby, to take care of you. And then after your baby is born, those things go to like really super low levels, and your body produces what's called prolactin. So it helps to facilitate nursing. And that change of hormone can go crazy on your skin. So a lot of times when you have hormonal breakouts, you'll see them here. Chin, jawline, this area. And that's just because of the hormonal changes. Stay patient because it will get better. You're not going to be nursing forever. And the stress, remember what we were talking about as far as stress goes, stress wreaks havoc on our skin. So we're actually being counterproductive when we're thinking, oh my God, my skin looks like garbage. Can't figure out what's going on. If it's here, it's hormones. And you just had a baby. So, okay, sorry. Wait, can you guys hear me? Is that better? Okay. As far as that goes, best thing you want to do for your skin, Jill, this is the time to, let's see, I don't know. Hey, Jenna, so can I click on these links to see what the comments are? Or how does that work? Okay. So, Jill, as far as what you can do for your skin right now, best thing you can do is really use your products consistently. Do it morning and night. You need a basic gentle cleanser for you, and just knowing your skin, you don't really have issues aside from the occasional hormonal breakout. So this is good. So it's not like we're having to get out in front of something. This is just an amazing time in your life, and it's just like this is how your skin acts. So gentle cleanser, something oil free, I would suggest. I would say like twice a week exfoliation, something with a texture scrub. I know we've talked about this in the salon before. I like oatmeal based scrubs. I like them because they're textured enough so that it helps to break apart any excess dead skin buildup that's on the surface of your skin, but it's not going to be, like a nut based scrub, which can be extremely abrasive. So it's just gentle enough to get any of that like sebaceous matter that's on the top of your skin, on the epidermis, and just remove that so your products work better. So daily cleansing twice a day, because I know you're up all the time and there's no excuse. And then moisturizing. Right now it's kind of like it's warm one day, it's cold one day. I would say just a basic gentle cleanser. As far as the products that we have at the salon, unfortunately, there's not really a way for us to do like online buying right now, just with like all the stuff going on. But there's a lot of stuff that you probably have at home if you're out of things. And towards the end of this, I actually have 2 different masks that I'm going to share with the group to address some different concerns. And Breakout is one of them. So get your pen and paper ready. So we'll go over that later. But just basic daily cleansing, moisturizing, and really try to control the amount of sweets that you're eating. Although, I mean, total hypocrite. All I've been doing is eating snacks. Like literally that's all I've been doing. Do as I say, not as I do, right? But yeah, so honestly, Jill, like that is a super, super common concern. The great thing is you take great care of your skin, and you know that I know where you live, and I will find you if you don't. So there's that. Okay, so on the flip side of that, dry skin. That was another thing that was a huge concern. And I hear that all the time, especially not just like with what's going on with all the quarantining and the social distancing. I pretty much hear it from October through like mid-April, because that's when it's getting colder outside. Our skin is getting more exposure to, environmental things like wind, which can really dry us out. Indoor heating and cooling, super, super dehydrating to the skin. So we have all of these variables that are kind of working against us. So the best thing to do when it comes to hydration And I tell this to clients all day, every day. First thing you can do, drink more water. It's the most abundant resource on the planet. We all have no excuse. We need to drink water. That is the first thing that any dry skin can do to improve itself. I had a client once tell me about how important hydration is for the skin. When you're drinking the minimum amount of water, the skin, people forget, is an organ and it's the largest organ in the body, but it is the absolute last to get hydration. So when you're drinking, 2 or 3 cups of water and, say you're exercising or you're sweating, you're perspiring, that little minimum water you're drinking is only going into your vital organs. So like your kidneys, your liver. So looking at your skin, that's a pretty good indicator as far as what your internal health is looking like too. So whatever it is you're drinking, up it. And I know there's an adjustment period. People will always tell me, I hate drinking water, it makes me pee all the time. Just, just like anything, your body will adjust to it. And just drinking water is one of the most substantial and most profound things you can do, not just for your skin, but for your body. You can get online and Google the effects of what drinking water can do for your skin. And there are documented studies and images that you can see where people are taking pictures of themselves, taking and drinking the appropriate amount of water for each person. And you can physically look and see the brightness, the less dull looking. And that's not doing anything different. That's literally drinking water. So number one, drink more water. I also hear of people being dry, but they say that their skin is oily. Super common too. A lot of times that happens, going back to what we talked about as far as dehydration. When your skin is dehydrated, skin is very smart. So it wants to have a balance of water and oil. And this is just kind of going into like skin physiology, but to not give you too much, you just need to have a good balance of water and oil. So when you think about getting out of the shower and your skin feels dry, what do? You put moisturizer on it. And what that's going to make it feel softer. So what that's doing is that's balancing that feeling of, that squeak, squeak, squeak feeling after you've cleaned. It needs to be rehydrated. So thinking about water, if your skin's not getting enough, skin is very smart. So it's going to figure out a way to lubricate itself. And what that ends up looking like is that looks like shine. It looks like oil. So a lot of people get genuinely confused because they're like, my skin feels so incredibly dry, but I'm oily. Like my nose is so shiny. My face is so shiny. And what that tells me, 9 times out of 10, if they drink more water, that's going to improve that because that's just your skin's like last ditch effort to try to hydrate itself. It's working overtime. So circling back, drinking water. Are you seeing where I'm going with this? Exfoliation is also very important for dry skin, not just dry skin, but all skin types. Yes, Jenna, I see you drinking your water. Very good. Follow. So exfoliation is really important. There's 2 different types of exfoliation. You can do a textural, kind of like we were talking as far as like an oatmeal scrub. There's also, chemical exfoliants that are like in back bar when you guys come and see me at the spa. I'll use things like papaya enzymes or, pineapples, things that are going to be chemical exfoliants like alpha hydroxys, beta hydroxys, those types of things. It's getting a little confusing, but there's 2 different types. So as far as at home goes, I typically will tell my clients, invest in a texture scrub, start with 1 to 2 times a week. And what that's doing is that's just controlling excess buildup. So if you think about when you're cleansing your face and you're putting your moisturizer on, skin under a microscope looks like this. So it's very, I'm like 13 years old, but I think it's layers. It's called the horny layer of the skin. So looking at like this, when you exfoliate, you're taking off those ridges, that dead skin, and it flattens it. So what that means is once you've exfoliated and you're putting your moisturizers and your serums and stuff on top, it's able to absorb correctly. So a lot of times, if you're not doing appropriate exfoliation, you're only getting half of the result of the product that you're using. And I mean, you're doing yourself a disservice because I mean, a lot of the things that, I suggest for my clients, professional high-end products, you have to know how to use them correctly. And, that's how you get the best result. So, drinking water, cleansing daily, moisturizing, and exfoliating bi-weekly. Now, as it gets warmer and our skin is going to be a little bit more shiny, more oily, just from being outside, working out, and it's just warmer. I typically will have clients flex out, but it really just depends on each person's individual sensitivity. And, we'll start out conservative, see how that goes, and then we'll go from there as far as dryness goes. Um, Questions about anything so far? Anybody have any press? Okay, cool. So, another question that was posed, and I think I know what client this is from, is Kirsten. Not Kirsten Dunn. Other Kirsten. Is she on?
I am looking, Harper. I am not sure that I see her, but it could be good
Okay.
content anyway.
Okay. So it's good information anyway. One of the questions that was asked was about dermaplaning. A lot of people know about dermaplaning now. It's pretty much all the rage. It's a great way to not only remove that downy, that it's called vellus hair, that white fuzzy hair, but it also is a really great and very gentle way to exfoliate the skin. There's another thing called microdermabrasion, which is a little bit more aggressive and isn't appropriate for all skin types. That type of exfoliation is sprayed across the face with aluminum oxide crystals and then sucked up through a vacuum. It's a lot of exfoliation, but a lot of more sensitive skin types can't do something like that, but they want the same result. Dermaplaning I actually prefer because not only does it give you the hair removal benefit, which if you're a makeup wearer, and I think most of my clients are, the way your skin looks and feels after just removing the hair is huge. So people get addicted to the service naturally because you see how good your skin can look. Dermaplaning is amazing for textural issues. So I like to do it in back bar when you guys are in the room with me as a facial add-on because it helps to remember if you remember how I was talking about product penetration when we're removing all of those the dead skin, even the hair, that just allows those back bar products which are stronger to work better. But it's also great for home too because a lot of you guys use professional things that I've suggested that you've tried, and dermaplaning is just going to help those things work better. There are a lot of faux dermaplaning things you can buy. You can find it at Ulta. You can find them at Walmart. You can find them at Target. Anywhere, and it'll say professional dermaplane. No, just no. Don't do it. One of my best friends, she's on the call today too. She is a longtime esthetician as well. And her and I were kind of bouncing back ideas as far as, why dermaplane? What can we do instead of, in this time? And, the best thing to do is to just be consistent with exfoliating because most of the time people want dermaplaning because they feel like their skin is dull. And dullness is due to improper cleansing, not exfoliating enough, not drinking enough water. And those types of things can be vastly improved by being consistent in what you're using. So I know the hair removal thing is a pain. I get it. I'm hairy. Like, I get it. But if you were to buy one of those, over the counter dermaplaning wands, a big part of why you get the result you get is because of how we hold them. They're held at a 45-degree angle for a reason. Now, you wouldn't necessarily know this when you're just shaving, or, you look at your husband or your boyfriend and you're like, okay, they're taking their hair off too. yeah, it's not just about hair removal. It's about dead skin removal, and hair removal is a happy side effect of that. So, with love, put them down. I will be back soon. And I mean, just exfoliate, truly. That's the best thing you can do. Drinking water, hydrating. See a pattern here? Okay, so one of the other questions that was asked was about using different products and not seeing result from them. So going back to skin physiology, cell turnover, it helps to what's the best way that I can describe it? Fresh skin is I describe it to clients almost like a glass of champagne. Every 28 to 32 days, cell life. If you think about a glass of champagne, it bubbles to the surface. And what you're seeing is, new skin. As we get older, that slows down. And in order for you to see true product improvement, you have to be dedicated in using these products for a considerable amount of time, because you have to think about the other variables that are, the products are working against. As far as, as we get older, cell turnover slows down. So product result is not going to be as quick. And I think we are all programmed to want instant gratification. Like, I get that. And a lot of times you're going to get a lot of instant gratification. You're going to feel better. Your skin's going to feel better. It's going to look better. But you have to invest a considerable amount of time in using the products correctly. So many times I have clients who say, I feel like I'm using everything and I'm not getting any result. Most of the time, they're not using it twice a day. And that's key. So giving yourself that extra 5 minutes at the end of the night. And I know sometimes, and especially a lot of you moms, I have so much respect for you guys right now. Your children are with you all the time. And I know that by the end of the day, you're ready to go to sleep. I get it. But when you're going to choose to invest in your skin, you're investing in yourself, not just products. You're investing in you. So give yourself that extra 5 minutes, because when you wake up the next morning and your skin feels better, feels more hydrated, and as things continue to go, it's a small price to pay, truly. So the biggest thing that I can give as far as that goes, if we haven't already, once the salons come back and open, we don't even have to do a full facial. Come in and we'll just have a conversation at our, what's called our Try It Bar, which has a lot of products that we retail. And it's just it would be, we can just talk about your concerns, and then I can get you something to start. And then my clients can attest to this, I tend to be a little wordy. So I will give you plenty of information. And honestly, you just have to be patient. And I know it's hard, but changing out your routine, it starts it over again, so that's the best thing I can say as far as that goes. Is there anything I haven't touched on, Jenna?
No, I think this was great, and I'm dying to hear your mask recommendations. Can we dive into that? I have my pen and paper.
Okay, cool. Okay, so if you guys remember, at the beginning of the call, I told you there were two main concerns that I heard a lot of with the questions that were posed: dryness and breakout. Stress breakout, hormonal breakout. Breakout is breakout is breakout. It's the same thing. Now, there are different levels of breakouts, and I'm sure, if you've seen me, we've talked about it. If you have cystic acne, which are the mounds, the inflamed pimples that never really come to a head, and they're very painful, lots of discomfort, that would probably be something to talk about with your dermatologist or your family practitioner, just because a lot of that inflammation could be what's called P. acne bacteria, which products that I use will improve, but that's deeper in the skin's layer. So a lot of times you have to use, something in addition to that, but not always. But if that is a consistent problem you have, I just always tell clients, just err on side of caution, go get your physician's opinion. They might suggest like an oral antibiotic or maybe a topical in addition to. But breakouts are super, they look different on each person. Some person might have blackheads, somebody might have a whitehead, might be a pustule, might all different types of things. So there are two masks that I wanted to share today. Since we're talking about stress breakout, this one, and I'll thank my best friend Kirsten. Her and I, we kind of put our heads together for this because we wanted to be able to, we didn't want it to be something that you have to go and make a separate trip to the store for. I mean, let's face it, like we all want to get out of the house, but I mean, these are things that are going to already be in your home. So it's going to make it easy. And, it takes 5 minutes to do. So this one is a pineapple mask. So you have the option to do, this is the, I'll give you the ingredients first and then we'll go over how to use it. You can do either 4 large pineapple chunks or a half a cup of canned and drained pineapple, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, that's it. That's it. Okay, so blend that till it's smooth. I feel like, Kirsten, if you can confirm, was there water in that also?
I'm not sure, Harper, if she's muted or if she hopped off. I'm not quite sure.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that it's just it's the chunks and the 3 tablespoons of olive oil. If it feels too thick, dilute it with a little water. So like, I don't know, start with like a teaspoon of water. Blend it to your own consistency, to whatever you're comfortable with. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna blend that up, and then you're gonna apply that to your face. Leave it on for like 15 minutes. I like to do those at-home masks, like when I'm shaving my legs, or like watching Tiger King. What? Yeah, so leave that on, and then you'll remove it with a warm wash rag, and then serum on top, whatever serum you're using, and then moisturizing. Um, Pineapple is full of vitamin C. So vitamin C is really healing to the skin, and it's also great for inflammation. So a lot of times pimples and breakouts can be because of each skin's immune response, and a lot of times that presents itself as a red pimple. So it helps with that. Pineapple also is really great for texturizing the skin, so it's a good exfoliating mask. Something like that you can use. We'll start with once a week for now, just because I don't know what everybody's doing at home. And I, as an esthetician, tend to be a little bit more conservative just because each person's individual sensitivity is different. If you feel like you have more, I guess, thicker skin, you can maybe try like one weekend day, one day during the week, and try that and see. But use that after you've cleansed your face. When your face is clean, do your mask, leave that on for 15, remove it, put your serum, and then you can put your moisturizer on. If you're not using any serums currently, once you wipe it off, just put your moisturizer right on top. So that's going to help with breakouts. And I mean, it smells amazing. So that's a benefit too. And then the other I wanted to share was a mask for hydration. This is not going to keep you from having to not drink water. You're going to have to drink water. Just accept that. But this is going to help to give you a little bit more comfort in your skin in the time being. So this is a hydration mask, and this isn't just for dry skins. This is going to be for all skins that feel dry. If you are a pretty problematic breakout, or like we were talking about cystic acne, I would probably deviate away from this mask. But if you're someone who gets a hormonal breakout or your skin tends to be pretty combination, this will be okay for you. So this is 1/2 of a cup heavy cream, 1 carrot cooked and mashed, 1 avocado pitted and mashed, and then 3 tablespoons of honey. So you're going to take all of those, you're going to mix those up. And just like I said about the water, if it feels too thick, if you're a texture person, which I am, if it feels like too chunky or if it feels too thick, definitely spritz a couple, drops of water on it to get it to your consistency. It's not going to dilute the product, it's just going to dilute the texture of the product. The reason this one is good for dry skin is largely due to the carrot part of that. Carrot is super high in beta carotene, which is great for antioxidant protection, and it is really good to protect your skin from environmental aggressors. So when I say that, I mean wind, pollution, those types of things. It helps to kind of work as a barrier to protect your skin. Heavy cream, tons of calcium. Calcium is great for your skin. It's also great for protein building. And avocado is a rich source of vitamin E. Vitamin E is great for texture. It's good for diminishing age spots, and it helps to facilitate a regrowth and rebuilding of collagen in your skin. So what that does is that helps to plump. Dry skin can cause your skin to look like say you have beginnings of lines and wrinkles around your eye. When you plump the skin, it helps to diminish and make those softer. So plumping and giving yourself a little bit more collagen helps to minimize the look of aging. So that's good too. One thing Kirsten shared with me, which I thought was hilarious, after you take the avocado, you can rinse like the pitted, like the pit. And one of the things it said was you could use it as like a massage bar. So, which I thought was really funny because people can't get massages right now. So, we got to get creative. But anything you guys can think of as far as like other questions, things?
Well, I wanted to mention, Harper, we're getting tight on time. I did want to let everyone know that next week I'm going to actually put this session up on our blog at pezzonesalons.com. So I saw that many of you were taking notes, but if you want to refer back to the recipes that Harper put together, they'll be on our website. And I'm so excited because I have everything on that second mask list. So I know what I'm doing this weekend. Love it. But if anyone has any last minute questions, feel free to ask Harper, and we may get chopped off here. But I know Harper has a Facebook, and I'm sure she'd be welcome and happy to answer your questions in the time between now and we get back into the salons to be able to see her in person.
Yes. I'm so excited that you guys were available. I love to talk about skin. So, I can't wait to see you guys back in the salon and be patient, because I will be back and it's going to be awesome.